There's little arguing Chilean Patagonia is an incredible angling destination for fly fishers. With seemingly countless lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams to explore, there is much to be had for every angler. It doesn't matter the kind of fishing you're looking for. Chile has the variety to ensure success.
Oh, nice. Good fish. How do you like that?
No matter the season, the weather, or the water levels, there is excellent angling to be had. Coming up on this episode of The New Fly Fisher, we're deep in Chilean Patagonia on the make for huge trout in large rivers and large lakes. This big fish epic adventure starts right now on The New Fly Fisher.
Oh my gosh, it's giant. Magic Waters Patagonia Lodge, where fish like this are reality.
Ooh, that's a nice sized fish.
Absolutely fantastic. Nice. Oh my goodness, that's the kind of fish that makes stickers out of.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Magic Waters Patagonia, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada.
Magic Waters Patagonia, owned by Consuelo and Eduardo Barrueto, represents angling excellence in fly fishing. With 3 destinations under the Magic Waters Patagonia family umbrella, anglers can choose the style of angling they're looking for. The original lodge, Magic Waters, is an excellent appointed full-service lodge that offers guided angling in spring creeks, lagunas, rivers, and streams, both walk and wade and from a raft. For anglers looking for an escape, the River of Dreams Base Camp checks all the boxes. Located remotely on the banks of the Rio Blanco, this helicopter or horseback access only camp is extremely well appointed along miles of exclusive water. Fishing from rafts on the Blanco sees chances at trophy rainbow and brown trout. But anglers will be pleased with the spring creek that flows right behind camp for an early or late day walk and wade, adventure guided, or DIY.
What an absolute thrill this is.
For those looking for big water and the opportunity to walk and wade angling, Magic Waters Patagonia Baker River Lodge is the newest addition to the Magic Waters family. Built in 2023, this extremely well-appointed lodge is home base for angling adventures on the Baker River and many other rivers and lakes in the area. On this adventure, we're starting out at Patagonia Baker River Lodge, hunting rainbow trout and brown trout. Joining me is good friend Tom Rosenbauer. We're fishing the main Baker River as well as some of the large lakes and rivers a short drive from the lodge. Baker River is the outflow of Lago Bertrand, a larger lake that makes up the southernmost part of Chile's largest lake, Lago General Carrera. It's a big river with crystal clear azure blue waters teeming with trout. Guiding us on this big water adventure is Marcelo Soto, an excellent oarsman with intimate knowledge of the river. We get set up and start with a hopper-dropper rig, fishing tight to the bank.
Whoa, sorry, Mark.
Looks like we need to shake the lead out. Tom and I are off to a rough start.
Not good. So what you want to do when you and your partner get tangled, especially if it's around his head, is just start false casting as fast as you can.
Bury it deep.
Yeah, just keep wiggling the rod and just keep false casting as fast as you can. And you'll eventually get it loose.
It's not the first time you've hooked me, Tom.
So, you know, when you got two people fishing in a boat, you have to really watch your angles because, you know, you need to be casting at a parallel angle, because if you start crossing, then you're gonna cross your lines like Mark and I just did. So, and it's really the guy in the rear or the stern who's responsible for watching that angle, because the guy in the front can't really see what the guy in the back is doing. So it's really as the rear guy, I'm always in the rear. As the rear guy, I need to watch Mark's cast, and I need to make sure that I'm not crossing his back cast.
The other thing about that is, you know, we're actually fishing at a benefit to the boat because I'm left-handed. And if you've got two right-handed people or two left-handed people that are fishing in the same boat, the boat gets even smaller. So yeah, it is the responsibility of the angler in the stern of the boat to make sure that those angles are correct. And hey, if you can switch your other hand and go lefty instead of righty, that's perfect.
I like fishing. I like fishing with you, Lefty. Oh, shit. Oh, that's like is that brown? Yeah. Nice.
Right in that little hole.
Yeah.
Oh, he's digging me down, man. It's good fish.
Right.
Tell you what, I sure am glad you guys saw that little brown mayfly at lunchtime.
Yeah. Wow. They're looking for him.
That was a slow eat, huh?
Oh, nice fish.
Whoa, very nice fish. Now, I've hooked browns on the Baker before, Tom, but I've never actually landed one. Yeah.
That's cool. Don't jinx yourself.
Don't you go over there. Woo! so you got to play this carefully. This is 4X. They are sporty, let me tell you. Not ready yet. Nice. Sweet fish. Wow. Beauty. On a dry, I'll take that all day long. Well, how do you like that?
Wow. Beautiful.
What a fantastic fish. Sweet. Let's do that again.
Yeah. So another thing in a big river, particularly in a fast river, is you want to pick a line and a leader and a fly that you can pick up and put down immediately. You don't want to do a lot of false casting. There's a chance of tangling, but also you want to be able to hit each spot that looks good. So you want to be able to pick that thing up and put it right back down there. So if you're fishing a dry like we are, you want a good high floating fly that you can pick up and not have to false cast in between casts. So you want a good floating fly and lots of floating on it.
One of the things that's intimidating about fishing a big river is the actual size of the river, because there's a lot of water that you can fish. But it pays to practice before you come on a trip like this where you are actually fishing giant river, because ironically, what you're doing is you're fishing the spot on the spot. So what I mean by that is if you break down a big river into its seams, into its structure, into its features, you're actually fishing a small river within a giant river. So it may be intimidating to see this, 100-foot wide, 150-foot wide piece of water, but if you break it down piece by piece, you're gonna see success because you know where the fish live, and that's where they're gonna be, in the structure that you can identify, as opposed to just seeing a giant piece of water and not knowing what to do with it.
You'll learn really quickly fishing in Patagonia that the weather changes very quickly. Today, we've got rain on and off.
There's a fish. Pretty rainbows. So it's been a long time since we hooked a fish, and I had said, maybe you shouldn't switch flies, but I broke a fly off. So I put on the same nymph that I had hooked one earlier, but a heavier bead, same size nymph, just a heavier bead to get down, because these fish are just not feeding much. They're not very active this morning. So I wanted to try to get down as quickly as I could, and that big bead worked. Thank you, Marcelo.
Just upriver from Baker River Lodge, there are a variety of braided gravel shoals. A perfect opportunity to get out of the boat, stretch your legs, and do a little walk and wading. We switch rigs to a double nymph rig fished tight line and are looking to target trout nosed up to the drop-offs of these bars. The fish will sit right at the drop, laying in wait to eat any nymphs or bait fish carried by the current over the drop. Sight fishing for big trout? Perfect.
There's a big fish right there. Nope, that's it. Awesome. So we came to this drop off with a dry dropper and moved a fish on the nymph and didn't do anything after that. So Marcelo put me on a double nymph rig, and it wasn't the second drift off this ledge on a tight line. There he is. Oh, beautiful fish. Any change in the actual fly line to the leader connection, gently lift and set the hook, and that's what happened here. This fish just ate right away. Let's get this guy. Bring him around here. Oh, great rainbow. What a fantastic fish.
Get a mag on it?
Yeah. Thank you. Sweet. Oh man, that's a good one. When you come to the Baker River, big rivers, don't be afraid to get out of the boat and walk around and go exploring with your guide. That's what we did here, and saw some great success on a fantastic rainbow trout.
What a way to end our first day at Magic Waters, Baker River Lodge. We head back to the barn and enjoy a fantastic meal with friends, looking forward to tomorrow. It's day 2 at Magic Waters Patagonia Baker Lodge. Today, we're fishing another river in the area. And though this is a larger stream, it fishes very much like a spring creek. This is one of the more technical rivers and is known to fish tough. And of course, it's windy. It's Patagonia after all. Guiding us today is Marcelo and Nicholas Farga.
That is a big fish right there. About an hour's drive from Magic Waters, Patagonia Baker Lodge finds you at this great river. It's a bit of a drive, but it's well worth getting here. It's got a lot of characteristics of a spring creek, including the fact that the fish here are super technical. Now, Tom drew the short straw. I'm up first. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to screw that fish up. Oh yeah, he just ate.
Mark. He's gone.
That's it? It's over. Well, it didn't take long for me to screw that one up, did it? Wow. That is so spooky. That's crazy. He's gone, just like that. One cast, and it's over. So fun. So we've got another fish rising down here. We're up on the bluff, so I'm gonna walk down quietly, come up. This side of the bank's perfect for me because I'm a left-handed guy who is there surfacing. So got a mayfly on. Let's see if I can not screw this one up too.
Well, he's really eating. Is that 2 fish or is he moving? Did he take that fly when it was dragging?
I thought he chased it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Never handlined a rainbow trout before. That's nuts. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you. So unbelievably incredible. Let's take a look. Thank you. What a great fish. So fun to be able to target these fish and see them feeding happily, choosing the right fly. Go parachute Adams, and this guy refused it the first time and then came back and ate it again. So that's a win. I love it. Tom, you're up.
We decide to move upriver after getting some intel from a couple of gauchos working the land. Tom switches to a streamer, and we hit a spot known to harbor big fish in heavy cover.
Yeah. Oh! Ah, yeah! Whoa! It feels like it. now. Whoa! Yeah! I had been fishing a white streamer, and I'm using this 8.5 for a 7 Helios rod, which is a real streamer machine. It's tight in here. I couldn't really make a good cast, but you can get it out there with this 8.5 for a 7. It's got quick line speed, and fished the white streamer through here, broke it off, and so, well, I'll try black, even though it's a bright day. Usually they say bright day, light fly, dark day, dark fly, but it's bright. Put on black and swung it around here once, nothing. Tried another cast and boom, big brown.
We pack up and decide to move to a local lake known for big rainbows. This is both a fish from a boat and a walk and wade fishery, with a unique shoreline structure. We are sight fishing, cruising fish.
I'm really excited about today. We've driven a little ways from Baker Lodge and we're on this fantastic high mountain lake. Now there's an inflow and an outflow, but we're ignoring that today because we're actually hunting fish. We're fishing the flats, looking for any movement, any side of feeding to well place a fly in that feeding lie. We're fishing, but we're also hunting today. This is going to be epic.
It's important to be as stealthy as possible while stalking these rainbows. Any sudden movement or splashing or undue waves will spook these fish. Walking slowly, with purpose, will give you the best shot at hooking up with one of these monster rainbows.
We had to work for him, but we got it. So the light is really difficult for this kind of fishing, and seeing the fish is proving to be quite challenging. So what Marcelo did was he put a small little blue and black streamer on, and I'm casting to the darker channels, to the deeper channels, and I got one to eat, and it feels like a good one here. And show you what these big rainbows look like. They're absolutely stunning. This is incredible. Oh, he came off. I don't have to net him now.
Ah, nice. Another good fish. Good eat too. There we go.
Well, we gave it the valiant effort. The light's not right. Makes sight casting really hard, so we're gonna cut our losses, caught a couple fish, and head back to another river.
We jump in the trucks and head to a new section of river. Walking in, across a tree-fell dam, I spot a giant brown feeding happily just outside of some willows.
You look?
Nope. I'm not near him though.
Oh. I can't see from down here and I don't want to stand up. I've got some brownish mayflies, different profile. That's what I would do, but you know, you can try them again, see.
Yeah, no.
But that's what he was waiting for, obviously. Oh! Nice!
It's not over yet. Oh, he come off.
Wow!
That was fantastic.
Oh my God! Oh my
Broke the tippet.
God!
Oh, ate it downstream, Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
Turned around and
ate it.
yeah, I couldn't see from. I didn't want to stand up.
That was the best. That was the absolute best.
Being able to fish so many different kinds of water in Chile is unbelievable. It's unmatched, really. And sometimes, you know what? You lose a good one. The best thing about this place is tomorrow's another day, and you never know what these great guides are going to deliver. Day 3, we traveled from Magic Waters Baker River Lodge to Magic Waters Lodge just outside of Balmaceda, Chile. Today, Tom and I are fishing with Jose Marti and Hayden Dale on a very large lake near the lodge. The sun is up and the sky is clear. Perfect conditions for sight fishing browns and rainbows.
We're here in a shallow bay of a large lake with Magic Waters Lodge. We ran up a river, beautiful, beautiful course through the mountains, and now we're going to be sight fishing for browns and rainbows. The water is quite shallow here, and you can actually spot the fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to drift down, row a little bit, and just look for fish. So we're not going to just blind cast, we're going to actually look for fish cruising and drop a dry fly with a nymph hung underneath it, see which one they want.
Fish away. Fish away, Tom.
I'm looking for fish. How fast strip?
Not much. I
Like
mean, just a
that?
little pop, whatever you like.
Yeah.
I like to move the rod just straight up when I move it, but
Oh, there's another fish.
yeah, you see that? Did he come swirl at it or something? Or under
I
it?
think he spooked from the boat.
Yeah. Pop it, let it sit, pop it, let it sit. Ooh. Oh, there you go. Very nice.
You
Oh,
missed
no.
it.
You got to set up, Tom, when you set. Yeah, don't go setting sideways or you'll pull it out of their mouth a lot of
Okay.
times. Okay, he's cruising up. That's a big one. There he is. Nice hit. Oh, no, you pulled it out of its mouth and then you got the nymph.
Yeah.
Outlandish.
Oh, he's off.
Well, just kind of keep throwing leftish. Keep going over the dark spots, Tom, and then just skate it about. See if something appears.
And it happens again. The fish ate the nymph on its way up to eat the dry.
There's something
There's
coming.
another one. Oh, he missed the dry. Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, he ate the nymph. He missed the dry and he came back and ate the nymph. Wow, that was cool. Unless I foul hooked him, I don't know.
No.
Did you see that though? He bumped the dry, and then he must
He might have had the nymph in his mouth already when he did that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Oh.
They'll eat the nymph and then they just keep coming up for the dry.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty amazing. A rainbow.
It's a pretty good one, Tom.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Looks like a rainbow.
Yep, rainbow.
Yeah, it's a pretty fish. Very
Yeah.
pretty fish. Great quality fish. Right on the nose.
Wow.
Beautiful fish, Tom.
Thank you, Jose.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was pretty amazing. That fish ate the nymph. I didn't see the eat, and then came and ate the dry. I knew he missed the dry because I saw the dry still there, but I set the hook, or I tightened up, and there he was on the nymph. So apparently that fish had eaten the nymph first and then gone for the dry. Pretty greedy fish here in Patagonia.
Left 15 feet. Drop it right there. The right 5. Yep, that should be in the wheelhouse. Give it a good strip. It might be behind it.
Ooh, he
You looked at it?
he looked at it.
Give it a little pop. Yeah, give it a little strip. Yep, nice.
Nice. Now the sun has gone in from earlier today, and it's made sight casting for these fish a little bit difficult, but it's still possible. Hayden made the suggestion to simply, let's blind cast a bit and throw it in the dark spots. Dark spots are warmer, generally warmer than the lighter spots, so fish should in cold water relate to those, and made a blind cast to a spot that was a little darker, and this guy came up and ate it, and glad he did. Feels like a pretty good fish. Wow, slow sip, hey Hayden?
Yeah, super slow.
Is that typical?
It is. It's dependent on each fish though. I mean, you'll see them come up and crush something like a dragonfly or a big beetle sometimes, and then other times they'll sip it. But I do see a lot of times sippers out here. Nice slow eats on the lake.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you want me to net him, or are you good?
I got it. A little more.
Nice brown. Oh, one just ate in the corner too.
I saw quite a bit back in there. Once that sun came out.
So the sun is the key for this. The sun shows you the shadows of the fish along on the white bottom. You can pitch your fly to that shadow, and if you get it just right, you lead the fish, hopefully it'll come up and eat. That's what this guy did.
Nice.
No, they're right on the edge of the grass and the sand, hey? You know, I love fishing lakes. I love fishing lakes when you have the opportunity to sight cast and target practice giant fish. And that's exactly what this lake does here in Chile. It gives you the opportunity to spot the fish that you want to hunt, make a precision cast, or spot the piece of structure that you want and make the precision cast. And these browns are quality. Oh man, look at that, barely hooked in the corner there.
Oh, I don't know
Swam
how I
right
scooped
in.
that. I don't know how I did that.
Thanks, Hayden.
Oh, nice set.
Oh,
Did you see that? Or you weren't even looking?
I was looking for fish.
That's a great fish.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow. Ah, beautiful brown. Almost missed that one. I was asleep on the switch.
Pretty fish.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Good try.
Now, well, he.
Oh, double.
So
Ate it twice. Same
So that's
one, for
exactly
sure.
what we were talking about earlier, is that if you have a fish come up and eat a fly and miss it, you don't sting it, but you do set the hook, put that fly right exactly back where it was, because that fish is going to circle around and continue to look for that bug or that dragonfly or that wounded minnow or what have you. That's what this guy did. I set the hook and missed him, and on my back cast immediately put it right back forward. And he was looking for it. He came around, jumped right out of the water and ate it. Well, I'm here to tell you, man, I'm falling in love with fishing lakes in Chile. I think it's my favorite thing to do in freshwater right now. Fresh still water is, target casting, sight casting for browns. This is a 10-foot 6 weight, and look at what this trout is doing to it. This is nuts.
Doubled over.
Doubled over. The 3X leader and a little hopper fly that's just putting a clinic.
It's a healthy one.
Oh yeah. Barbless just pops out. Thick, I can barely get my hands around it. They are absolutely stunning. Stunning fish.
Awesome.
What a day fishing dries in a few of the lakes in Chilean Patagonia. Lake fishing, 100% fun. Equipment used on this big lake, big river adventure in Chilean Patagonia is as follows. Tom and I were using 5, 6, and 7 weight rods, 9 feet in length. Reels were large arbor with primarily floating matching lines. Though we did use various sink tips when fishing streamers. Leader material was 3 and 2x 9 and 12-foot leaders for dry fly presentations. It's our last day fishing Magic Waters Patagonia Lodge, big lakes and big rivers. Today, we're headed to a big river for a day of float fishing and walking and wading. Guiding us are Luciano Celerome and Jamie Lancaster. As the guides are getting the shuttle set, Tom steps in the river and comes tight quickly.
Nice fish. That was really pretty. That brown trout was out in this softer water, this inside seam, a little bit deeper water. And you know, one thing you want to do when you're fishing a big river like this is remember the spots that you caught a decent fish in. For instance, that fish was in kind of a slow, soft inside edge. Little bit deeper water. I fish through this faster water. Sometimes the fish will be in here. Didn't see anything. Caught one out there. So as we're going downstream, I'm gonna look for spots like that where there's an edge, a drop off, and fairly slow water on the side. Normally, I'd want a net when I was fishing by myself, but the guides are shuttling the boats, and I decided to come upriver and just fish a little bit while they're taking their trailers down below. And I didn't have a net, and I caught that fish. And you know, luckily, I had some nice shallow, slow water in here that I could lead the fish into, keep it calm, wet my hands, take the fly out, and then gently release the fish. This scenario is why I love dry dropper fishing. It's morning, it's early, the water is very cold, so I put on a big dry fly and a nymph, figuring the nymph is going to be the effective fly, right? Because the fish aren't going to rise for a dry fly in this cold water. But lo and behold, that big brown trout came up and ate the dry fly. I fully expected to get that fish on the nymph, but he didn't. And if I hadn't had a dry dropper rig on, if I was just nymph fishing in here, I might not have caught that fish. So why not use both and see which one the fish prefer? Big rivers are tough. You may not be able to find the fish. You're going to have to look for those little slower, shallower pockets in a big river. One of the best situations is where a big river braids into a number of side channels, because the water there is going to be a little bit slower and more comfortable for the fish. And a day like today when the water's cold, it's going to be a little bit warmer. So Luciano's going to take me up this side channel on this big river here in Patagonia. We'll see if we can find some fish in here.
Yeah, so here on that side there's many logs there. The river is getting so higher today, so I came to see the logs, but I know where they are. A few days ago I saw good fishes here, so we are going to try to find bad ones.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go.
Let's go.
And twitch
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, twitch it, 7 seconds, 10 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah. Not too much.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, on the nymph. It's always wise, in my opinion anyways, to use a dry dropper because you never know which fly the fish is going to take.
Luciano and I decide to get out of the boat and walk a gravel flat. We come across an individual fish in very shallow water.
Mark, right in front of me is one.
I see it. Yep. Nice. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo! Yes! So Luciano was walking up to this piece of structure and he saw a fish just resting in the shallows. Mark, he says, there's a fish right in front of me. 2 casts with the Luciano special and he came over and ate it. Sweet, man. Hey.
Yo,
hey.
nuggets, bro.
That's a good fish too.
Yeah, skinny, but it's a good one.
Now, I learned something there. When you're walking up to targeting structure, this is the deeper structure of this flat. Always keep scanning the flat because you never know where those brown trout might be. That trout was in probably 12, 14 inches of water, just sitting there happy, waiting for something to come down. Put that big black foam fly in front of him. He came over and ate it, and the rest is history. Woo! Work hard for him, but throwing big flies, it's like a huge fly like a Luciano special. It's like 1.5 inches long, nice. And it's a reaction fly, which means that if a fish is gonna eat it, he's gonna eat it right away. So you can move quickly on these channels, you can cover a lot of water and put it in those tight spots against the bank. That fish came up and ate it almost as soon as it hit the bank. All right, let's take a look at this fly. This is the Luciano special. It is a giant. It's 1.5 inches long, black foam, white indicator, black and orange legs, black legs on the back, and on the underside, that's the special stuff there. So Luciano jumped onto the bank to quietly walk up to see if he could spot any fish. And he's got one, probably 30 feet from me at 11 o'clock. Let's see if I can not line this fish and get a cast on him. Another one, sit. That's not the one I wanted to catch. But he's still there. You see him come after that little one? He turned to try to eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's still there and happy. Oh! I finally got him to eat and I messed it up. Oh. Sorry, man.
And with that whiff, we head downriver to another spot with very similar characteristics.
Yeah. Oh, the original Luciano special. The OG did the trick. We were seeing a couple of browns milling around just above that, below that log over there. And they looked at the Luciano special, but didn't take it, and then he put on the original. And here we are. Sight casting to browns in Chile. Yes, guy. Oh my gosh, what a day. What an absolute, beautiful, fantastic, wonderful day. This river does not disappoint at all. On a dry sight casting, it's a beautiful thing. Good eat. Nice, Luciano. Boom! Boom. One of the benefits of getting out of the boat and walking and wading the side channels of big rivers is that you get a different perspective of the pool or the run that you're fishing. Case in point, here we had Luciano up on this pile of wood, this log jam, and was able to look down into this pool and spot fish for me. So, with great communication, a precisely placed fly, at least within 3 feet of the general area of the fish, you've got a chance at catching fish like this. Let's take a look. Great, great brown trout. Well, that's about all the time we have for this episode of The New Fly Fisher. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all the guides, as well as Eduardo and Consuelo Barreto, for their guidance and hospitality during this epic Big Lake, Big River Chile adventure. Remember, adventure is out there. All you need to do is go and find it. And what better way than to do it with a fly rod in your hand? For more on the show, check us out at thenewflyfisher.com, as well as on all the socials. For everyone here at The New Fly Fisher, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon at Magic Waters Patagonia Lodge in Chilean Patagonia.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Magic Waters, Patagonia. Scientific Anglers. Trout Unlimited. WeatherTech Canada.